Hello, English 1110. Welcome to the fall semester. I am so excited to get started. I hope you all are too. This video is just going to give a brief tutorial of Canvas because that is the learning management system that we use, and your syllabus, just to kind of get you familiar with week one. So welcome. I'm so excited. Let's jump right in. So when you log in to Canvas, you have your list of courses, and when you click My Course, English 1110, this should be the home page. I'm in Student View, so it should look just like this. You're going to see boxes called modules, so I'll use that word a lot. Module is another word for folder, basically, but since you're in an online course, I have what's called weekly modules. So it's weekly folders so that you can review and complete the folder each week. Something I like to point out, a lot of students look at this and they look at this to-do list on the right. It's good that you're paying attention to it, so you're keeping an eye on what's due. I don't recommend following this though, this to-do list, because after a while there's kind of a backlog when more assignments become available to you, and if you're not constantly Xing this out, you'll miss assignments. So I would just ignore this entirely and always follow the syllabus calendar to know when something is due. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to actually just start with our syllabus first. Make sure you download and save the syllabus on your own computer or print it, whatever works for you, just so you have access to it all the time. You'll have access to it on Canvas as well, but you always want to have that syllabus handy because it's a really important document that we review and go over together. So, like I said, welcome. This is English 1110, also known as Composition 1. This is a composition English writing class for the fall 2022 semester. I am your instructor. My name is Renee Maluli. You can call me Renee. You can call me Miss Maluli. Either or is fine with me. This is how you get in contact with me, and I'd like to review my syllabus with you all to make sure I don't have any typos. You can also email me on Canvas. If you click inbox right here and send me a message, that's a perfect way to get a hold of me. I like this option a little bit more than this Outlook web option because I get so many emails on there, but either is completely fine. I don't have official office hours. They'll be by appointment, whether online or in person. Probably online for you all since you're my online students. I'm more than happy to meet with you, by the way. I just think it's easier if students schedule appointments to meet with me because we all have crazy busy different schedules. So if you ever want to meet with me, just send me an email and say, hey, I'd like to talk online. Can we set an appointment? And maybe let me know. I'll probably ask you anyways what maybe 3 different days and times that you're available to meet so that I can match it up with my schedule too. But I'm more than happy to meet with you to schedule appointments. I mean, you're in an online course. Come on, we've got to meet and talk to see if you have any questions about coursework or if you want to go over any rough drafts or anything like that we're working on. I'm here to help. But by appointment is just, I think, a little more efficient. I'm not going to go over into the details of the syllabi for this, but if you ever have questions about it, please let me know. I'll go into the detail of our course, though. In Composition 1, you think about the community, and you think about issues surrounding the community and what you want to write about and learn about. You also incorporate, hopefully, your identity and what you care about into your writing. Most of the essays and writing topics are open topic, so I like students to explore topics that interest them. I think that's so important than forcing a theme or a topic on you that you don't really care about. It's about incorporating your identity and what we call the rhetorical situation. We're actually going to learn about that very soon. The rhetorical situation is how you communicate. So it's not only writing, it's just in your daily communication practices of who your audience is and what your purpose and message is in that communication strategy. Is so important just in your everyday life. You take a lot of the themes in this course because later on we learn about how to write an argument essay, and learning about that makes us more efficient, more ethical communicators. And again, you can take that outside of the classroom and apply that to your daily lives. So what you learn in this class is very relevant to who you are and, like I said, your everyday situations too, and how you can apply that for your future. So we're doing a lot of different writings in this class, different types of essays in this class. We also have small writing activities that are different than essays. So each one has a different goal, a different purpose, a different structure, maybe even looks a different way as well. It's what we call genres in writing. They look each one looks different. Each essay is formatted differently, has a different topic. So knowing how to structure that is so important and how to plan it in our course. And then you're also going to learn research writing a little bit in this as well to get you more comfortable with how to find credible quality sources for your argument. Very good to prepare you for that for future courses too. We use APA format in this class. If that's new to you, you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry, you're in the right class to learn it for the first time. Just make sure your prereqs are good to go. If you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to send me an email and ask me just to double check that you are supposed to be in this course. There is no good news. There's no required textbook for this class. Awesome, right? You don't have to worry about that. That's a stress that I hated as a student, so I feel so happy to tell you all that. No required textbook. There are certain required materials, though, of course, since you are in an online writing course. You need access to Microsoft Word for coursework because especially with your major essays, you want those typed on Microsoft Word. If you don't have Microsoft Word, you can certainly use Google Docs. It's pretty much the same thing. If you have questions about either one of those, I have a little tutorial on Canvas for you that you can review. Access to the internet, of course, to review and complete coursework since you are in an online course. Whatever you work on, whether you work on your essays at home or somewhere else or at school or at another place, you want access to a computer or a laptop. Don't use your cell phone to complete major coursework. You can certainly use your phone to check in and see something or send an email. I do that too. But the major coursework needs to be completed on a computer, laptop, iPad, anything like that. Access to an internet browser. I have a tutorial on how to download the top 4 ones, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, or Safari, to use as your web browser. If you have an iPad, I have the Canvas app, but be careful with that. I've had many students in the past not be able to submit assignments through it. So you can certainly use an iPad for this class, but just download, make sure your iPad has one of these browsers instead to sign into Canvas instead of the app, because I hear you can use the app to review things, but I don't know. I've heard students in the past have many issues with that. Whether you complete your work on Word or Google Docs, make sure that you save it as a docx or PDF only. PDF is preferred because it freezes everything. Sometimes when you upload something, Canvas makes it look weird when I see it and it rearranges it. So PDF is great because it freezes it. If you don't know how to do either one of those, don't worry. I also have a tutorial for that. You don't have to buy a USB. It's just recommended, not required, but some type of flash drive to save your work or save your work somewhere, because I've been there where I've lost all my work. Can you imagine working on an essay all week and then it's gone and you haven't saved it? That's a nightmare, right? Even if you just want to email your work to yourself, I mean, hey, however you want to back up your work, just make sure you do. Again, no required textbook. All readings are I provide for you through Canvas. And I feel like there was something else that popped into my mind. I'm still on summer brain. Sorry, guys. Something popped into my mind that I wanted to say on here. I guess that was everything. Oh, I want to add this. If you have Apple products and you want to use Pages, I don't recommend uploading through Pages because Canvas doesn't let me preview the file, so I can't give you feedback. So that's why you want to use Microsoft Word or Google Docs, please. If you have questions about any of this stuff, even after you review these files that explain it, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am not the most tech savvy person, so I like to double check with people too. So if you want to meet with me to review any of this or get a tutorial more one-on-one, please send me an email. I'm happy to help. These are just course competencies that we measure in the class. Classes, like I said, is just really focused on how you use your critical thinking skills in a writing and communication situation. So take your time reading through these kind of technical things about the course, but I won't relay it too much to you on here. I just want to make sure you have access to all of this. This is really important. This course is 100% online instruction. We do not meet face-to-face. It operates on Mountain Standard Time. It's taught asynchronous. So that's an important word to think about. Asynchronous just means that it's 100% online, but also that we do not meet for a specific class time. We don't meet online for a required class time. All my lectures, like the one you're seeing today, have been pre-recorded. So they'll be available to you to rewatch as many times as you need to. Therefore, what's really important, it puts a little more pressure on you as a student and on your multitasking skills. Trust me, it's hard for me sometimes too. Each week is designed around course modules. There's that word that I brought up earlier, aka course folders. Modules and folders means the same thing. For you to review and complete on your own time. All the deadlines for the week are found in those modules. So what that means is every Monday morning around, if it's missing by noon and it's not there, let me know, but it's, way before noon, about 9 a.m., 10 a.m. When you log into my course on Monday mornings, except for this week, right? Because this is the first week, so we start later. But every Monday from here on out, when you log into my course, you'll see a new module folder pop up, and it'll be ready for you to review and complete. It will not be available for you to complete anymore after Sunday. So you have from Monday of that week to Sunday of that week to review and complete everything in that module folder for the week. I hope that makes sense. This course, therefore, is structured so that you can pace yourself and divide up the coursework throughout the week. That's what I recommend. And that, to me, it takes a little time to get used to that. It pressures you to keep checking and reviewing the work and doing the work on your own time. But it's just a reminder that you can't complete an entire folder if you wait until Sunday night. That would not be wise to do. Allow a minimum of 8 hours per week. It certainly just depends on what's going on and what's due for the week. I'll let you know, though, that you have 3 major essays in this course. Those will never be due the week that they're introduced. You need more time on essays. So, of course, you're going to have more time with major essays. So the way I recommend is log in on Monday when you can. I know everybody has different work schedules, there's classes, but if you can log in as early as you can on Monday, just so you get an idea of what the weekly module looks like, and you think, okay, I'm going to look at these 2 files today, the next one tomorrow, or if you're more like you'd rather just sit down and one day and figure it all out, just don't do it Sunday, right? Maybe you think like Wednesday, I'm going to sit down and look at everything. That's fine. Whatever your learning style is, by the way, there's no right or wrong. You just don't want to wait until the last minute because you won't have time to complete the little assignment or activity that's in there. But that's so it's for you to go in and structure your week around your own personal schedules, which I think is great. That's the beauty of online courses. So if y'all have questions about that, what I mean by that, or just clarification on asynchronous, please let me know. But just to summarize, we do not meet online at all for a specific class time. Every Monday morning check-in, and then the module's there for you until Sunday to review and complete. Sometimes we won't have lectures in the folder. It just depends on what's going on for the week. This is just how I evaluate, but what's more important are actually my own personal grading rubrics for each assignment. Any major assignment has a grading rubric so that you know how I'm grading all the time, so nothing is a surprise. And also so it's clear for me to explain it to you all as well. So I'm going to talk about the classwork. It's probably going to be confusing today since it's the first day, so don't worry about the details of each assignment. I just want you to know overall, collectively, what you're going to be working on this semester, right? Because that's important. Like I said, this is a composition class, so of course there has to be essays, right? There are 3 major essays. They are the rhetorical analysis, persuasive, and argument research essay. So you will they'll relate to the weekly and course objectives. I'll explain late work shortly after, but all major essays will have their own separate assignment guidelines and grading rubrics during the week that they're going to be introduced. And you'll always know what week they'll be introduced with our course calendar that I'll go into detail with soon, shortly after this. So that's a big chunk of your grade are the major essays. Writing activities. Throughout the semester, there will be quick, short little writing activities to complete. They'll relate mainly to the weekly objectives of what's going on. They also help a little bit sometimes with the essays. They help prepare you depending on what you have to do for them. They'll have their own specific guidelines and grading rubrics on Canvas as well. There's something called topic proposals, or also known as outlines. Proposals or outlines allow you to plan out ideas for these 3 major essays. It's really important assignment. It's also for me to provide feedback on how you can move forward when you begin writing the essay. It's your plan and ideas that you have and your structure of how you want to move forward with the major essays. So that's an important assignment. You'll do 3 of those since there are 3 major essays. Peer review and workshops are getting feedback from your peers, especially a way, since we're online, it's a way for you all to kind of communicate a little bit more, since a lot of the work you're doing is individualized. But peer review and workshops kind of bring us together a little bit. Some of the writing activities will also bring us together, but peer review and workshop on the 3 major essays, it really builds your teamwork skills. And it's a great way for you all just to see each other's work. You know, all this feedback is so important. So more information on these will be provided in the weekly folder that they're due. But you'll do 3 of those because you have 3 major essays. There's something called a critical thinking assessment. It sounds scarier than it is. It's just a required assignment for students to complete. My department, we get together and come up with an assignment that we all, because every instructor teaches this class slightly different. So this assignment is one way we all come together and do one assignment that's the same. So it's just a way to assess students throughout this course and all the different courses that they're taking. So more information will be provided for this the week it's due. Something else that's required for you all is to basically, you don't have a final exam for this class. Instead, what you're going to submit is a portfolio. It's a final project to create a portfolio that clearly demonstrates your control of college level writing that you've been incorporating all semester. So I'll go into the details of what should go in there. There's basically 3 things that we're going to add in there for it, but it's your last assignment that you're submitting. So why are we even going to talk about the details of it today? But this would be what your quote final exam is for the course. So these are our assignments. If y'all have any questions about it, let me know. I'm going to go over my grading policy because that is something so important, and every instructor has a different policy. So just knowing mine, I like to make sure you're clear on. If you receive a C or lower on any of the 3 major essays, so these 3, you can revise it based on my feedback, because, you know, sometimes we just rushed, right? Sometimes we just didn't have enough time to polish it out. It happens, right? Writing is so important to constantly edit and grow from. So if you can't do remakes, to me, it's just, you're not learning either, right? So if you get a C or lower, consider the following. If your essay is revised based on all of my feedback, meaning you took in consideration each comment that I left. I leave comments on your draft. So knowing how to review that feedback is so important. So you know why you got the grades you got. If you revise the essay based 100% on all of my feedback, I will increase the score by 1 letter grade. If only half of my feedback is considered, it will be half a letter grade higher. If none of my feedback is considered, meaning the same exact draft is resubmitted, I mean, you can figure it out, right? The original grade will stay the same. Check your grades often, because if you miss this, it'll be too late, just because you have to keep moving forward with the course. You have 1 week from when you receive the grade on Canvas to revise and resubmit that essay. That's just a way to keep you moving forward in the course. Check your grades often. You can check your grades by clicking the Grades tab. This is going to look a little different when you see this. I hide certain tabs that are not important because looking at the module page, looking at your grades, and communicating with me on inbox and having your syllabus downloaded, those are the things to check on here. But if you click this Grades tab right here, that's how you can keep track of your grades. And no other coursework will be allowed remakes. So that includes all of this other stuff, the activities, topic proposals, workshops, assessment, portfolio. None of those can be remade. Why? Just because we have to keep moving forward. If you try to backtrack and remake everything that you're missing, you'll fall so far behind. So it's just better to keep moving forward. Plus, the essays are worth the highest amount of points separately. So being able to remake something that's weighted more is more efficient for your grade. Late work. Your major essays and all other coursework should be submitted on Canvas, but on or before they're due, of course. But things happen, right? I understand life happens. So I need to fix this word. It should say essays. But for your 3 major essays, so I like to do the syllabus video too, just as a double check to make sure it makes sense. For these 3 major essays, they can be submitted late. Be careful trying, you want to avoid that. But if the essay is 1 day late, it's a 25% deduction. 2 days late, 50%. 3 days late, 75%. If it's not submitted by the 3rd day, the essay, sorry, I teach different classes, guys. So if I ever throw a word out that's not making sense for your class, please let me know. I mean, an essay is like a project. It's a lot of work. But if it's not submitted by the 3rd day, the essay will receive a 0 and cannot be submitted. Why? It's just because we got to keep moving forward with the course. I mean, it just moves so fast, you all, that I've seen it happen so many times. I'm not making this up, where you just start piling up more work and it's just not resourceful. So that's applying for these 3 major essays. No other coursework can be submitted late. So that's everything else that you're doing in the course. Again, just meaning the portfolio, critical thinking assessment, peer review, topic proposals, and writing activities. None of those can be submitted late. Why? Because we have a lot of them. They pop up every few weeks. So we just have to keep moving forward. Students can earn a total of 1,000 points for this course. Sometimes students freak out when they see that high number. I remind them that that's actually for your advantage. Having more points coming your way is helpful, because if you have a rough week or something happens, it's not as, in my opinion, it's not as detrimental to your grade. Of course, it's a case-by-case basis, and we have to see what your overall grade is anyways, but more points helps you in the long run. So by the end of the semester, each letter grade that you get is each letter grade, I should say, is 100 points in a range. So anywhere from 900 to 1,000 is an A, 899 to 800 B, so on, so forth. So you have about 100 points working towards each letter grade. Again, that's to your advantage. So to break down all of these assignments that you're going to do in the course here into points, this is what they are weighed at. Each major essay, rhetorical analysis, persuasive essay, and argument research essay are worth 150 points. You're doing a few writing activities throughout the semester, so collectively, those are worth 300 points by the end. I have my calculator here to make sure my math is all adding up. And then those topic proposals that you're doing for the major essays, collectively, those are worth 100 points. The peer review and workshops that you're doing, again, for each of those 3 essays is also 100 points. That critical thinking assessment that's required for you all to do for my department is 25 points. And the final portfolio, aka your final quote exam, is also 25 points. And I think I just double checked my math and it's correct. Ground total, all of this is 1,000 points. So that's what you're looking at throughout the semester. If y'all have any questions about this anytime in the semester, please don't hesitate to let me know. This is just more information for you all, resources. If links don't work, we were talking at a meeting the other day that links aren't working on the syllabi for some reason. Send me an email and I can forward you the appropriate link instead. I don't know why they're not working. We're having major issues with technology and links, I've noticed this week. Classroom management, this is important because, again, every instructor does this different. So for my course, course withdrawal is something I want to spend a little time on. If you need to withdraw the course from the course, I hope you don't have to drop. If you're not sure first, speak to me if it's about a grade, because we can see, I can't guarantee, of course, but if you have grade concerns, talk to me first, because I would not want you to feel that you shouldn't that you don't want to talk to me if there's a grade concern. So please talk to me. I'm here. If it's a grade concern. If you feel or we both decide that it's better that you drop, or sometimes life happens and there's another reason that you need to drop, hopefully it doesn't happen. But if you do decide to drop, just know that it's your responsibility to drop the course. I do not drop students. So sometimes students think that if they just disappear and they just start taking zeros, that I'll drop them. I do not drop students. So if you stay in the course thinking I'm going to drop you, and then by the end of the semester you get an F in the course, that's detrimental to your GPA. So please be careful with that. If you don't know what to do and you have questions about how to drop, please reach out to me. I can help you, but just know that it's your responsibility to drop the course. If you email me either on my NMSU email or through Canvas here, they will be responded to within 24 hours on Monday if they're sent through Monday through Friday. I may check email on weekends, but a lot of the times I'm catching up on work for other courses or for your course, or I'm grading or prepping for next week. So I can't guarantee that they'll be answered within 24 hours if it's over the weekend. If you do email me over the weekend, I will get back to you by Monday. Only use your school email address or Canvas mail to email me. I cannot respond to outside email addresses like Gmail or anything like that. Don't email me any coursework, please. Even if you miss a deadline and you're like, I don't know, here it is. I appreciate that you're proving that it was, or if you had a tech error, for example, I appreciate that you're proving that you completed it, but we do need to figure out we need to make sure you get it submitted. Don't email me any coursework. It will not be looked at. I get so many emails, you all, that it'll be overlooked unless I tell you, unless I approve it first. Etiquette is just about being respectful of each other and myself, of course, right? We want to be appropriate and respectful to everyone in any type of platform that we use, whether they're discussion boards, emails, office hours, office meetings, appointments, Canvas mail, etc. So be kind, right? Technology is not perfect. We learn that all the time, every day. If you have difficulty submitting anything, now that's, of course, important that you email me at that exact time. Please take a picture or a screenshot. Not that I don't believe you, but just so I know what the tech error is so that I can forward it to the appropriate person. Make sure it has the time on the screen as well. Again, it's just so that I know how to help you because I need to visualize what it is. We'll talk about plagiarism shortly. It's beginning of the semester. If you want to complete your own original work, something that we learn, like I said, is research writing a little bit at the end of the semester. So how to appropriately cite information that we do, of course, borrow from somebody else is a goal that is so important that you're going to learn in my course as well. So it's important that we'll grow and learn from this together. Communication is key, especially in an online course. Please email me if you have difficulties with anything going on in the course, objectives, assignments. You can't find something's not downloading. I always double check links, but if something's not working, let me know. If you'll be unable to submit an assignment ahead of time, submit it before the deadline. Don't wait until the last minute to contact me about anything. And like I said, please don't be shy if you want to meet. If you have questions about something that's very concrete and needs time, I'm going to push you to meet with me instead of email back and forth because it's confusing. So if you want to work on an essay together or outline an essay or me review, I'm happy to look at rough drafts of your essay, but we have to meet for me to do that so that you get that one-on-one feedback. So anything like that, please don't hesitate to schedule appointments to meet with me. These are just resources for you. Again, let me know if links are giving you a hard time. Important dates for the college. If you have any questions about drop date, census date, Labor Day, holidays, things like that, it's there. Finals week, all that fun stuff. I'll double check my dates. They should be good. I always like to double check everything, guys, but like I said, I teach this class. I teach a business tech writing class. I teach literature course. My brain is all over the place and I'm on summer mode. So if you're seeing a word that you're like, what? That doesn't make any sense to what we're doing in our class, please let me know. I am only human, so I could definitely make typos as well. I guess I should say a little bit about myself. I've been teaching now here at the college over 4 years. I think I'm losing track of time. I love teaching online. I love designing curriculum. So in my humble opinion, I think I design a fun course. I want y'all to have fun while you're learning. Let's have some fun while we're in this course. Writing can be kind of scary sometimes to students. Don't let it be scary. I mean, you're here to learn this stuff. So let's have fun. Have a great time. This course calendar, oh my gosh, is so important, y'all. This is what I want you to check and have with you in front of you every week instead of this to-do list. This thing is bad. Stay away. This thing is good. Course calendar, good. It outlines what week we're in, what the objective is for the week, and what is due for you for the week. I'm just a nerd, and I like to print this out, and I don't know why it's so satisfying to just scratch that out when you finish it. Like, oh, I'm done. Okay, done with that week. I can move on. You know, like, I don't know. To me, it feels good to do that. But I'm not going to go over the details of this. I'll just go over the first 2 weeks of it so you know. But look, guys, it outlines the whole semester. So you know when something's due, when an essay is being introduced, when the essay is due. For example, if I'm introducing the argument research essay in week 10, the argument research final draft is not due until week 14 because it says right here. You know, just things like that. So important. Keep an eye on it. Let me know if you have questions. But for example, we are in week 1. These are the dates. Normally they're Monday through Sunday, but we start on a Wednesday at Doña Ana. So make sure that makes sense. That right? Yeah, 21st is Sunday. Course introduction, syllabus, Canvas review we're doing right now, and we'll start discussing the rhetorical situation and writing process this week. The only thing due is a writing activity. Most, if not all, deadlines are on Sundays, with the exception of maybe one assignment for finals week. But Sunday deadlines are better, right? Because you have that whole week to review everything and look at that activity or assignment that's due. Next week, week 2, is available starting Monday the 22nd and ends August 28th. That's Sunday. So on Monday morning, you'll see week 2 available with all of the files for this stuff and this writing activity. We'll discuss plagiarism, thesis statements, and point of view in writing. And then you have another writing activity due August 28th. If you like to get ahead, just remember that you won't see this writing activity until Monday, the 22nd. So just little clarifications on that. We operate off units, meaning I theme the weeks together with the overall goals of the course. Unit 1 is dealing with the writing process. Unit 2 is dealing with how to use the rhetorical appeals of persuasion in your writing and analyzing them as well, though, first. Applying those into persuasion is in the next unit. APA and research writing for arguments is the next unit. It's a longer unit. And then, oh, I have an error. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This needs to be deleted. Ignore that. Like I said, guys, I'm on summer brain. But unit 4, you'll see it like it'll look clean. It'll be gone when you see this. Unit 4, argument research writing, is this stuff, and then ignore, and then all of this stuff here as well. It's our longest unit just because it's a lot of research writing and all that fun, exciting stuff. I'm not being sarcastic. I love research writing. I hope you feel the same. And then, any kind of holidays like Thanksgiving is there. And then our final unit is just reflecting on the course. So you don't have to look at the calendar in heavy detail from start to finish when we get started. I mean, I just tell students, pay attention to what's going on for the week you're in and peek into what's coming up week 2, just so you know how to kind of prep. I don't like surprises, so that's just my advice. Where did I get the syllabus? You might be asking. Where's the file? I don't get it. Like I said, when you click into my course, you're going to be taken to this page. This is our home page. This is where you want to start in module 0. Review all of these files first, please. And where I got my where I got the syllabus file is right here, course syllabus. So we'll always be there waiting for you. If you need to download it again, it's right here. And you click it there. I just got to fix a little bit of things that I caught on here, but that's why I do that, to make sure it's ready for you all. So just click through each file and go in the order that they're there. How to navigate through our Canvas course will be, this video will be in there. And then, like I said, if you want to use Google Docs for your major essays, skip it if you have Microsoft Word already, but this file explains that. If you're not sure how to upload assignments into Canvas, this explains that. How to review graded feedback. If you're not sure how to see my feedback on any of the work you do, especially on the major essays, I leave individual comments on those essays. So it's so important to make sure you do that. And then I just want to make sure browser check too. If you're not sure what internet browser to use, I have links to download all of these and how to save files as a docx or a .pdf. This module is all just that kind of fun technical information. So just make sure for week 1 that you review that. This will be here all semester. So if you ever need to clarify something, it's there. If you reviewed something on here and you still have questions, don't hesitate to ask me as well. And then if you're ready to get started with week 1, you'll see it below. Module 1 with the little reminders of when it's available. And then if y'all notice, I do it up here too. I have it numbered right where you see 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. That's my visual reminder to you to go in the order that they're in. You don't want to jump around because, for example, when it's an assignment, it's going to refer to something that you already should have reviewed above. So go in the order that you're seeing it, and you can click it like that. Or when you click this, you can do down here. What's going on? If you click next, you can go in the order as well. Each week I'll start with this page where it's just a welcome objective page, reminding you what dates this is open. I love movies and I love songs. I think it's fun to start the week with a little recommendation of a movie and songs that I like. You are not required to watch these or listen to these. I just think it's fun to kind of get our minds out of school for a minute. If you have movies suggestions or song suggestions, send them my way and I'll add them. But more importantly, below, you'll see the topics that we're talking about, the readings, and what's due. And it just simply matches what you see here on the syllabus calendar. I think that's it. It's tempting when a new folder comes out to say, I don't need to look at any of this. I'm just going to go into the assignment. You click the assignment. Sometimes you can do that and pull it off. Other times I'm going to be referring to files anyways, like I'm doing it here for this. So you have to go back and see the file. So that's why I always say just go in the order that you're seeing these files in. It's better for you and it's better prepared. And then once you finish Module 1, Monday morning on the 22nd, you'll see Module 2 below here. And it'll just get added to each week. You'll see the new folder. So I think I'm going to stop chit-chatting. It's a long video, I think, already. So that is our course. I'm so looking forward to getting to know you all. Sometimes students think, like, we're not going to get to know each other. We're in an online course. I disagree. Sometimes we may get to know each other even more. If you're more introverted, and you're comfortable typing and talking online, it's a good place for you to flourish. Even if you're not introverted, I'm here. Scheduling office hour meetings would be so fun. If you all have any questions, but that's it. And like I said, welcome to the fall semester. I'm so looking forward just to getting started and getting to know each and every one of you. You all take care.